Hi guys, this is Amir Khan with you, and today I'm blessed to have Sophia Sheikh, who's the organizing the APAHA organization, and also she is coordinating today an astronaut office lady here along with the judge. So we will just take a little bit of the introduction of what Sophia does and what the organization is all about, and also who are we having inside. So please tell me more about it. Welcome to vocalvibes.tv. I'm Samir Khan with you. Thank you so much for giving me the time. So please tell me more about yourself, what do you do, what your organization does, and about the guests as well.
Sure. My name is Sophia Sheikh, and I'm the Executive Director for APAHA, which stands for Asian Pacific American Heritage Association. Our mission is to promote heritage and culture of Asian. And if you know that May is Asian Heritage Month, so we are trying to do more events around Houston to promote Asian heritage. And this is one of our many events. We have a big gala coming up next week.
For sure.
On
Okay, so let's start from the gala.
Yes.
Please. Yes.
So we have a gala coming up at Hotel Royal Sinesta, and that's something where we, honor Asian Americans for community service, for corporate, the corporate award and everything. So we are going to be honoring 3 Asians.
Perfect.
Thank you. Okay, so our gala is coming up on May 11th, and we are going to be honoring Asian Americans. And then this was one of the few events we thought that would be good to collaborate with Judge Juli Mathew, because she's also the first Asian to be elected, and she's a good friend of mine too.
This is really amazing, guys, that these amazing ladies have brought so much to us, which we were not able to otherwise get a sneak in. This is also an honor to meet such lovely ladies with such a high office position that they're holding at the moment, and they're giving us time. So today we have the Judge Juli Mathew, and also the lady name, the astronaut.
Just Pooja.
This is
Jesrani, yeah.
Pooja Jesrani. Yes.
She's the first South Asian for
to
NASA
be in
director.
the NASA office, and she was in a control center. She's not astronaut, but she was in a control center. And I guess we will probably have a little bit of a talk with her as well. What missions did she actually monitor or being part of? And definitely we'll be in touch with Ms. Sophia
Thank you.
for upcoming events, and we'll be bringing you live insight directly from there. So thank you once again for staying tuned, and definitely I'll get you more news later on. Hi guys, so this is Amir Khan with you from vocalvibes.tv. I'm here today to meet Judge Juli Mathew and from the NASA office, from the admin office, Pooja Jesrani. She is the first South Asian to be part of the NASA team, and Judge Juli Mathew was the first South Asian woman to be in the office, the legal system, and the American politics. I'm so glad that these women were able to show their courage, and they were able to compete, and they were able to become an inspiration for all of us. It's really a remarkable achievement that we have. Definitely there's more to come. There's so much work to be done, but definitely somebody has to start from somewhere. So anyhow, I will get you more news. I will get you more insight from what's going on if I can get their time. It's very time crunching event at the moment, but I'm trying to see if I can. Sophia is very nice that she's giving me time and to let me meet the guests and everything. So thank you so much once again. Okay, guys. So I have another honorable contestant, let's say, or the top five chef with me here today. She'll introduce herself and also what she does, where she works, so we can probably go and check her meals out and stuff. So please introduce yourself.
Thank you. I am Chef Roshni Gurnani. You can find me at chefroche.com or on Instagram, chef_Roche. I am a private chef throughout the United States.
Wow. And where are you working at the moment?
I own my own company.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So
I'm
do you have any
entrepreneur.
school where people can come and learn as well?
We do private classes, again, through contact between anywhere from 1 person to 25 people.
And who have you served by now, like the renowned personality,
Sure.
any president, vice president,
Yes.
anybody?
So I have done, for South Asians, I have done Sanjeev Kapoor,
Wow.
which everyone knows. I have done Vidya Bala, which Bollywood, as well as my time in England, the Duke of Edinburgh,
Wow.
and yes, lots of politicians.
Wow, for sure, for sure. Are you aiming for the White House to cater as well at some point?
If the opportunity arises, I will definitely be part of that.
And since you're from the culinary arts, do they even eat Indian food as well in White House?
You'd be surprised during Eid as well, celebrated in the White House. So hopefully Diwali will get there as well. But yes, putting our culture out there is very important.
Definitely, guys. So yes, they do eat, and we have a lot of people working from Asia, South Asia, in the White House as well. And I'm sure they're looking for their own lovely food that we're looking for as well every day. So what's your specialty that you feel your family likes the most?
I put Sindhi food on the map. I'm Sindhi background.
Oh,
That's my
cool.
culture. So putting that on the map in the forefront is very important to me.
I'm from Sindh as well,
Okay.
from Karachi, Sindh.
Okay.
So
Okay. My grandparents are from Karachi,
Yes.
and my other side's from
There you go.
Hyderabad.
So we eat biryani with aloo.
Yes.
Because original biryani does not come with aloo, but I always miss potato in biryani.
Yes.
And the Sindhi biryani has a different, distinctive taste. It's amazing.
Flavors are different. The technique is
The
different as
technique
well.
is different as well. So guys, if you have not tried it, definitely try to search for it, or else get in touch with her. I'll share her details in my description. And definitely we will have more authentic Sindhi food. Plus we have a huge Sindhi community in here.
Yes.
They also do their annual gala, I guess, a meetup. I'll try to see if I can get you in there as well.
Oh, that'd be
So please
awesome.
come over and definitely we'll have some fun time.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much, Rosh. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
once again.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot. Hi guys, this is Amir Khan with you. I'm here with Shikha Gupta, and she's the first pilot from the airline. So please introduce yourself. Tell me, how did you start the journey, and what are you doing at the moment?
Sure. So like he said, I started my journey back in India, so about 25 years ago. I got all my Indian licenses there back in India, came to US, converted all my licenses, flew for a couple of airlines, and now I fly for Omni International. Just like the name, it's very international. I travel all over the world.
How was your family's reaction when you told them that I want to be a pilot? Is there anything like it's out of the routine for our community?
Yes, I do not come from any aviation background at all. So when I told my parents I wanted to be a pilot, they were very happy, very supportive. All I've got is support all my life from every person in my life.
Definitely. And how does your marital family support, or people that you live with, what's their, because I know you have a different routine than usual people. You're not available after 5, I guess. And what's your routine like?
So I'm married with 2 boys. My husband is definitely my biggest supporter. Without him, I wouldn't have been doing anything that I do right now. And my kids, what can I say? When the older one wrote an essay, he wrote about me, that how inspiring I was to him. To me, that's everything.
Definitely, you're an inspiration for so many girls out there, so many people from the Asian community who are thinking, envisioning, but they don't take steps for this one. So we probably need to see more of you guys in order to, and be a mentor for so many. Have you had any scary moments in your career? Obviously, there must have been some. Can you just share any?
There are no scary moments as such. Some landings are more challenging than the others, but we are trained so much. We're trained in the simulators. in the planes, you are, when you have a challenging landing, you just go ahead and do it. You don't think about it.
Definitely. And just to my surprise, I got to note later on that in plane, when you're sitting in a cockpit, you actually don't see anything. It's just a blank space. Everything has to be by the gauges and everything.
So there are two ways to fly. One is called the IFR instruments, and the other one is the visual. So it depends, you could be flying in the clouds or you could not be flying in the clouds. So if you're flying in the clouds, you would use your gauges to navigate.
Definitely.
Otherwise, at up there, you still use your instruments to navigate, but
and another question a lot of people ask, why do you guys ask for us to turn off our cell phones, and do we still have interference issue going on with the plane system? Or
so if the weather is very bad, it can interfere because we have something called the instrument landing system, and it can interfere.
Because people say it's 2024 now, things have changed now, you must have upgraded your equipment, which does not get affected by mobile phone signals, right?
Not that upgraded.
That's fine. That's fine. And how did you manage troublesome panic situation in your plane, and you had to, somebody is probably having heart attack or things do happen, right? What was your stress level at that time? Because that's part of your job too.
Right. Again, you're trained for it. So just one very instance, a passenger was wanting to have a Coke, and my flight attendant did give her a Coke, but he was just not being very nice about it. So I just let him know that Captain Gupta would land the plane if he did not pacify, and securities would meet him at the gate. Just by listening to that, he was fine with the Coke he had.
I would say, guys, be nice to the air staff, airline, and everybody on board, because they're more concerned about your safety and having the smooth flight than serving food items of your choice and everything. Indeed, they try to take care of everything that they can, but there's a high pressure on the whole staff to make sure everything goes smooth, because your life is more important than, let's say, the Coke or anything else. Last question. A lot of people say Kathmandu is a very difficult airport to land in, something due to the maneuverability, or maybe something the shortest runway, I guess, and there are other too. Have you had any kind of experience like that where
US is very, very advanced. Like you wouldn't imagine. Houston itself has 30 airports. So I've been on short fields, I've been in long fields, but again, you have different techniques to land on a short field, and you have different techniques to land normally. So it's again part of the training.
And since we are here today with Pooja and with Shikha as well, wanted to also let you know, guys, all the technologies we're using in our car in different life, they are actually taken from NASA, then to the airline industry, and now we are using as a consumer. Like the braking system the plane uses, ABS, it was originally designed for the planes, and then we got it in our cars as fast as we can. Elon Musk is doing the best he can, obviously, to bring crazy ideas onto the table, but how practical are they going to be? This is a difficult job. Anyhow, thank you so much once again for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much once again, and I'll definitely come back to you later on with more material. Take care.
Thanks.
Hi guys, so now I'm here today with the most renowned NASA lady on the ground, who's managing everybody on the top up there, Pooja Jesrani. So a couple of questions.
Sure.
How did you feel? What was the excitement when you were selected first time and you joined the first day?
Oh, I was so excited. Actually, it was too good to be true. I called my dad as the first thing because he was my absolute mentor and inspiration to get this job, and he was my first call to let him know that I got it. But it was out of this world.
And a lot of people ask, how difficult is it to get inside NASA? How many interviews to go through?
Just to be a flight director itself is really competitive. There's only been 100 flight directors in NASA's history, over 600 astronauts. And so to be a flight director is almost more competitive than being an astronaut in a way.
And like they show in the movies, the flight directors are usually like they're eating their teeth and their fingers and everything because there is a flight going on. How real is this? Like, how much
It's true. I think every day there's some challenge. I mean, even now on Monday, we're launching 2 astronauts, Sunita Williams, who's also South Asian, to the International Space Station on a Boeing vehicle. So it's still stressful. I mean, there are astronauts on board a vehicle, and we got to make sure to keep them safe. And so there's always something going on.
And how long it takes one astronaut to become an astronaut? What's the time frame?
The astronaut selection program to actually flying is multiple years. They go through at least a 2-year training course, and then they get assigned to a mission and then get to fly. It's an awesome job.
and you get the blame on anything happens in the machine most of the
Absolutely.
time, right?
Yes.
This is what I've heard.
Yeah.
That the flight director is responsible for everything. What about the weather changes that you cannot control? How do you guys?
Yeah, so I don't think, we don't get blamed for any of the weather changes because sometimes launch delays just have to happen because the weather is not good. But for anything that actually happens in mission control, it's not that we get blamed, but we are the ultimate person that is responsible for what happens. And so the buck stops at us. And so we need to make sure we're making the right risk trades.
And what about like the regrets or anything? Do you get any kind of those things like the doctor?
I mean, when you come home, you always think about how something could have gone differently or better. I mean, that's part of learning and growing and becoming a better human. And so I feel like that's natural and fine. But we know that we go out there each day and put our best foot forward and try our very best, and that's all we can do.
And how did your family support it? Family means the husband and the in-laws and everybody, because obviously we live in a close-knit family.
Yeah, no, everyone supports me. It's really lovely to be in a welcoming environment like that. I couldn't do this job without them.
Is there like a routine timing that you follow, or
not at all? The International Space Station's 24/7, and so we work all the different shifts, 3 shifts a day, and so there is no routine. That's the thing with spaceflight.
Any weekend time you get to spend with your family, or?
I mean, definitely. I definitely have time with my family, but you work hard, play hard. That's
for sure.
That's the way to.
So where you guys go for vacation and stuff, like, because you've been seeing Mars and different.
We go everywhere. I mean, the world is our oyster. There's so much cool stuff to see, so we got to travel.
Last question from the audience: have you ever seen Alien? Are they real?
Have I ever seen an alien? I've never seen an alien personally. Are they real? Yeah, probably.
Okay,
I mean, they probably don't exist in the way that we see them in movies, right?
Yeah.
As like a big green alien, but there's definitely life on other planets. If you think about our solar system and our galaxy, the only place that humans have gone is the first celestial body right next to us. We've only been to the moon. Now think about the expanse, what you've seen in all those videos from the Hubble telescope, the imagery. Like, there has to be life other than us. We can't be the only life.
But we never see any lifestyle or anything whenever you show us images from the NASA about Mars and different places that there has been a civilization living there.
Yeah, so I think in our solar system, there's probably not life like we know it, right? Like probably small microorganisms and things like that. But outside of our solar system, so outside of Saturn, Venus, the planets that we all learn, there's definitely life.
What's the next step for you guys that you're working on at the moment?
Going back to the moon. That's the whole plan. So
are we building any base out there, just like Elon Musk usually say?
Yeah, that's the game plan. We're going back to the moon, and we're going to stay there for a while. That's the whole.
So much once again. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Hi, folks. So this is me back again, Samir Khan, and I have Juli Mathew, Judge Juli Mathew, with me. She's also the first one, South Asian woman to become the judge. How was the feeling, and what was the let's say the challenges that you had to come across?
I think our community was not used to voting, so getting them engaged to vote in elections, being engaged as voters. I think developing that skill within our community was the challenge at the time, but I'm glad that we have so many South Asians running for office. One of the things I said is I may be the first Asian American judge in Fort Bend County, the first judicial judge in Fort Bend County that's Asian American, but I will not be the last.
The last one, for
and
sure.
we finally have that representation.
You're definitely an inspiration. And when you were going for this race, what was your family's reaction to it? How were they prepared for it or something like that? What was the challenge?
So, they weren't sure what exactly I was doing, where this is going. They had, they never heard of people running. So it was kind of very new for them, but I'm glad to be here and to be setting a role model for future generations.
Definitely. And what are your plans? What are your plans for your kids to run for the office?
Oh God, whatever they want to do. I don't want to force them into anything.
At least you're an inspiration for everybody. So guys, thank you once again. And thank you so much, Judge Juli, for giving me the time. I know we are really much on time crunch. So thank you once again.
Appreciate
that.
Pleasure.
Thanks a lot. So guys, this was my wrap up. I was blessed and honored to be with 3 remarkable ladies, and there are some more, to be honest, inside, but due to the time constraint, I cannot ask everybody to come forward and give me the time in the interview. I'll definitely take the details and post it in my channel comments section or description as well. So I was blessed to meet the first judge in Fort Bend County from South Asia, Judge Juli Mathew. I was also blessed to meet the first flight director from Asia, the Pooja Jesrani. And I'm also blessed to meet the first of the Asian Shikha Gupta, the airline pilot that is actually being with us, and she's given us a time. These are the inspirational ladies who are setting the pavement for future to come. They are the ones actually letting us know dreams can be achieved. It is achievable. So if you're out there or you have any dream, or you're just thinking that due to our constrained environment maybe, or because my father has been an engineer, I have to be an engineer, I can always just watch the NASA or airline industry or the legal industry as a movie show. I can never be part of it. This is wrong. These ladies are the live example of everything. So thank you so much once again for staying tuned with me. I'll definitely bring you more material, and see you in the next episode, bringing something more useful, valuable for your eyes. Take care of yourself. Have a good one. Samir Khan signs off.